Guys, today I'm going to be doing a first impression video on the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Buildable Luminous Foundation. I got this from Walmart. I believe it was $15 at Walmart, which is pretty pricey for a drugstore foundation. So I'm not going to talk about the foundation right now while I look like this, but I am going to be talking about it once my makeup is all done. So let's just get right on into the demo and kind of my actual first impression of it. I'm going to be using the Master Prime by Maybelline, the Blur and Smooth one. Sorry, my mirror is down here. The way that I've got this set up. Now that it comes like this. And then you flip it open and you get the little sponge, which I won't be using just because I feel like that's going to waste so much product. Pull it open like this and then your product is in here. My shade that I have is W3 Nude Beige, just because it's definitely not the color that I am right now, but I like to go darker, especially in the winter time, because I just feel so pale already. So I like to go darker with my foundation. So I'm just going to put my hair back with these clips. And then we'll get started. I was debating whether I should use a beauty blender to do this foundation or whether I should use a brush, but I decided to use a brush just because I want the most coverage, because I do have a lot of things that I want to cover. So we're just going to go right into it. I'm going to just put, ooh, wow, that got a lot. Oh wow, it's wet. It has like a cooling feeling, but wow, that's really covering. Okay, L'Oreal. Usually I never like really buff it. I always usually like tap. So basically like a beauty blender motion anyway, but. And it really covered the redness from that zit there, which is huge for me. I'm just gonna dunk back in one more time. It feels really wet at first, but then it has like a really good feel once it kind of warms up to the skin. It does have a very luminous finish to it. I'm really surprised by the coverage that I'm getting from this foundation. Only because it says that it's a luminous foundation, and a lot of the time when you have a luminous foundation, you're not going to get that coverage. I just feel like every luminous foundation that I've tried, I do not get the amount of coverage that I look for in a foundation. But I really like the way this applied. Now this, I'm trying to think what this reminds me of. I definitely, on first like application, I really like this a lot better than the Lumi in the bottle. Just look through my foundation drawer and I don't have anything that reminds me of this finish. The Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, it doesn't remind me of that finish at all, because this is a lot more dewy. The L'Oreal True Match Lumi in the glass bottle, it doesn't remind me of that finish. That finish can sometimes, depending on how my skin is being, look a little patchy on me, as well as showing everything. It's a very sheer luminous foundation, I feel, at least. What is it? The CoverGirl Luminous one and 3-in-1 or whatever that one is. And that one is a really nice foundation. But I just feel like I would walk out of the house like with this foundation on and go do what I have to do. Where with that one, I feel like I have to do like every step of my foundation for some reason. I do not want this to like slip and slide, because I feel like these kinds of foundations do that. So I'm going to set it with a powder lightly anyway. That's usually what I do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be right back to talk more about the foundation. Alright guys, I am back. I've applied all of my makeup and I also did my hair. So I applied the foundation around 11 o'clock and it is now 12:20. I've had the foundation on for a little over an hour. So as I was applying the foundation, I always set my foundation with powder. So I was setting it with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, because I've been using that to set my foundation lately, because I don't have my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I'm picking that up soon because I can't live without it. Set it with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and that powder is typically really very matte powder, but usually I don't have any problems with it or anything like that. So I set my foundation and then I looked very close into the mirror. It looked like the foundation was like lifting off my skin almost, and it looked like it was just like sitting, like just like a film over my skin. It didn't look like a foundation that was like melting into the skin or anything. So then I started to panic and I was like, this is a fail. I'm gonna have to take this off. And then I thought, Fix Plus. So I sprayed Fix Plus on my face, and thank God that like melted everything together, and it's sitting on my face very well now. It's like a normal foundation for me. So Fix Plus for the win. Fix Plus definitely saved me in this case, so I did use Fix Plus on my face. As far as my blemishes go, my blush and highlight pretty much covered up this one. But this one on my chin that's been like stubborn for a couple days for me, actually, a little bit of pink is showing through. So that doesn't bother me a ton. It just like blemishes happen and it's not something that I freak over. But if you're a person who's really like, I need to cover this disgusts me, or like you're just embarrassed by blemishes, which you shouldn't be, but if you are that kind of person, then you would definitely need a little bit more concealer with this foundation. But as far as it's concerned, I mean, it's not, I think it looks great right now. So we just have to see how this wears. My skin is normal to dry, so basically I can really wear almost any foundation that I want as long as it doesn't make me break out. Lately, I've actually been liking the kind of foundation where I'll put it on and it'll be pretty matte right now, but then throughout the day, I like when a little bit of my oil like comes through and makes my skin look a little bit dewy. I mean, already look dewy with my highlight and my nose highlight and all that good stuff, but I love when it just like my foundation melts into my skin and it just looks like, I don't even know, like it just looks dewy and healthy and glowy. I love that kind of foundation, and I love foundations that do that they look like matte in the morning and then they just melt into your skin later. So I guess I like foundations that look better throughout the day. Just been liking a more like natural look, but I still like full coverage. So I'm kind of difficult in that sense where I love a full coverage foundation, but I want it to look natural. So I hope that this is no exception. I hope that this works for me, because so far I like the way that my skin looks. I think that it looks really nice. I think it looks healthy and it looks normal. Like when I use like my favorite foundations, I think this looks basically the same. So I'm doing a couple things today and then I have work later on today at 6. So yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. How does my face look? Does my skin look good? Yes or no?
Always looks good.
Say that louder. Say it louder.
Come on, stop.
Say it louder. So does my skin look good?
Yeah.
3:36. So what's 11 to 3? 4 hours. So I've been wearing the foundation for 4 hours. It looks good. Does it look like it normally does? Like, does it look different to you?
Can't ask me that.
I have to ask an outsider.
Yeah, but I don't know about makeup.
You shouldn't know about makeup.
I know more than most guys.
Why?
Because of you.
Okay, what's this? Right here. What's that?
I forget, but I know it. Is it highlighter?
Yeah. What's this?
What? Lipstick?
No.
Lip gloss?
Yeah. And what is this? Did I put on my eyelashes?
Eyeliner?
No.
I can't see where you're pointing at.
On my eyelashes.
Fake eyelashes?
No. Well, you can, but no. Mascara? Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
So I'll check in and come home from work. Okay. Say bye. See ya. Okay guys, so I am back with the final check-in. I'm really impressed with this foundation. Now, if you see like a glow here, that's not oil. That's heavily highlighted face, as well as here and here. That's like a highlight. We got the new Anastasia glow kits at my job and I'm obsessed with them. So I went ham. So that's what's on my face right now is the Anastasia glow kits. But honestly guys, this foundation I'm in love with. When I first applied the foundation, I was like, this is beautiful. It looks amazing. And then when I was putting all the rest of my makeup over it, like my powder, my powder, my bronzer and everything, it started to look like it lifted off the face, and it didn't look like it was like one with my skin, which kind of was scary to me. And then I sprayed my face with Fix Plus, and it like went back onto my skin, and it's just been wearing so amazing throughout the day. It's held my blush, my contour, everything looks the same, if not better, than when I applied it. The only thing is that it wore off a little on my chin, and especially on this, the red started peeking through. But because I was at work, I touched up because I didn't want to look like a hot mess while I'm sitting here trying to sell makeup. So I touched this up with a little foundation powder from Bare Minerals, their Ready foundation. So I touched it up here, and then I touched up my forehead. I can't even blame the foundation for rubbing off on my forehead, because I'm constantly going like the areas where I touch a lot are here, and it rubbed off there. So just try not to touch your face, and this foundation will be perfect. I can't really say if I know if this foundation will be good for someone with oily skin, because I don't have oily skin. I have normal to dry skin. My skin was pretty normal today. I didn't really have any dry patches or anything, but honestly, if my skin was dry, I think I would have loved this foundation as well. Another thing that is kind of annoying is that it settles right here when I smile, into my smile lines, and then I kind of just got to pat it away to like get away like the little cakiness. But that happens with almost every foundation that I use, even double wear. So that's just something that I can't really control. But seriously guys, if you have normal to dry skin like mine, then you are going to love this foundation. So yeah, I would definitely recommend to go purchase this. So that is it for my first impression on the L'Oreal True Match Lumi cushion. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If I didn't cover anything, ask me down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!